Hello and welcome to episode 74 of Direwolf20's 1.16 mod pack. Right, so last episode we did a couple of bits and pieces. I think we did alright last week, or last episode. I think we did pretty well. So we've got our structures in place, we've got that kind of stuff. So the top obviously is going to be greenery, etc, etc, etc. I haven't finished off this because I was waiting for a load more blocks to be created. So we're kind of shy on a few blocks at the moment to build out another section, but we can still move stuff. So, you know, we've got the under section here, and I love the way that you go up that. I think that's really cool. Alright, so what we got to do is we've got to decide what we're actually going to move next. Now, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. I'd like to make an importer. So a proper import bus is what I would like to make. So at the moment, our import system is, or should I say, consists of just one. You can come back here, mate. Yeah, because you're going to die. Okay, so our import system consists literally of, or what did consist of, one ender chest. We've also got the mining portals to move. We've got all this crap to move as well, which needs a proper home, because this is doing really, really well. So I want to try and move the phyto things across. You know, these are all pretty decent, actually. They are generating so much crap. I mean, look, we're constantly at that 100 or 200,000. Chorus fruit, we're on 17,000 and 12,000. You know, we're doing insane amounts, and I'd like to keep those going. And obviously, the fluid encapsulator is quite cool because that keeps the buckets going. And yeah, we've got like another fluid encapsulator for black concrete powder, which seems to have finished. That's cool. So that's where obviously the black concrete powder comes in, and then it gets taken out as black concrete. Then we've got obviously the sawmill, the metal silver press. We've got a whole bunch of other stuff. We've got, you know, redstone furnaces and chronosaurs, what else. Plus we've got this thing back here, which is just plugging along quite happily. And a brewing stand on its own, just sitting there waiting for shit to happen. And it would be nice if we could actually automate that as well. We've got to move this setup. We've got so much to do. Literally, we've got so much to do. And it would be nice to have a place for psi metal, so that we can do some psi, like when I worked out how to use it. So yeah, that would be quite cool. Yeah, I mean, we've just got a ton of different crap, the enchanting sections. You know, we've got the cows and the sheep to move. Yeah, we can do away with this section. That's the auto enchantment section, which we can do away with. Plus we've got the multi-block systems, which are currently doing, you know, the shit that they do. So many things to do. But where do we start? I think what we do is we start with an import system. So at the moment we have one ender chest. Okay, now one ender chest is great, but I want a couple more because I want the import power to be a lot greater than it currently is. Alright, now I haven't quite worked this out, or I haven't quite figured this out, but I'm going to, because, well, I kind of need to. I want to create a couple more quarries. I want to create a couple more other items, you know, different items to do different things. So I kind of want to get that started. Now, obviously, it's not going to be at the top of the world because we're not going to use it that often. You know, being down here, it would be a lot easier to deal with. So we're going to do it here. So here's our block that represents the starting system. So we're going to go one across, and we're going to put our, what are we going to use? We're going to use some importers. So if we do the import bus, there we go. And we're going to put it down there, right? So our chest is literally going to sit on top of that. And they're all going to face this way. They're all going to face this way. Are they going to face it? Yeah, they're all going to face this way, actually. So we dump an ender chest on top. And what we are going to do, because we're really nice, is we're going to find out what lights we've still got. What lamps have we got? Oh, we've got loads of those ones still. So we're going to use some lamps here, like so, just to light up the area, just to make it look a little bit better than it is. I'm going to try and centralize it, because that might help. There we go. So we've now got lights above it. Now I kind of like this look, so that's what we're going to go with. And we're obviously going to just literally pepper this with importers. So we're going to need a whole bunch more importers. See, we could go with advanced, right? Now, I'm going to get a whole bunch of these, and then I'm going to get one of these. Now, the advanced is pretty decent, don't get me wrong. It's really good. But I think it's overkill. The advanced basically comes into its own when you've got lots and lots of stuff to import. So if I put it on this block and then right click, you can see that we've got, on a normal one, we've got 1 row. On an advanced one, we've got 2 rows. Now, we don't need anywhere near that amount of, filtering. Not on an import. On an export, possibly. And we do actually have advanced exporters upstairs dealing with the ore. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we are with that one. We do use them. It's just we kind of don't use them for this. That's it. So yeah, it's a little bit overkill for this because we don't actually need those filters. So yeah, that's it. That's the only reason. They are very, very cool though. So that one goes down there, that one gets broken, and this one goes here, that one goes here, and that one goes on top. So yeah, literally what we're doing is we're just going to make a, I don't know actually, just a simple importer or an import station, really. Instead of having one import on white, we're going to have multiple. That's kind of it. That's as far as I've thought. And we're going to put one more here. Now, this may be overkill for now, but everything is going to be using the white channel to import into. And as you can see, we've got quite a bit of stuff already here. And as we're moving, we're kind of upgrading. So we've upgraded the power, and we upgraded the power by taking the 2 old generators, and we've now created 2 new generators which are powering the quarries. So we upgraded those ones from the green one to the red one, which is the nitro version. So we've gone from emerald to the nitro mix kind of thing. So that makes it a lot easier to kind of generate power for the, we've kind of given that a massive boost to the quarries. And accordingly, we're going to need, we're not going to need this kind of level of import at the moment. But I would like to be able to put whatever I wanted down and get whatever I wanted out. So yeah, that's kind of the only thing really. I just want to make sure that whatever we've got in place, we have got a ton of. Because I don't want to come back and revisit this, to be perfectly fair. Like literally that is it. I really do not want to come back and revisit this crap. So if we knock a hole in the floor for each one of these, I mean realistically we only need one. In fact, actually, realistically, not realistically, actually we only need one, because what we can do is just, yeah, you know what, I don't care. This is going to be infinitely expandable, so I'm gonna do this. We'll go down in the floor for the first one, and then we'll literally do this for the second one. And I don't know, I think what we'll do is we'll go off the top here. I kind of like that. I kind of like the off the top bit. So we'll do that, and then we'll go around. In fact, actually what we'll do is, I know this is pointless, I kind of like the whole structure framing, actually. Looking at this, I kind of like that. Yeah, that's really sad because I don't need to use all of these resources, but yeah, whatever. I've got plenty of resources. I've got so many resources, I don't actually know what else to build. You know, I'm not going to get a chance to waste them all. So we are going to leave the bottoms though. We'll leave the bottoms. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we've got all the tops hooked up. We've got everything hooked up. So now we need a ton, and I do mean a ton. So we'll chuck all this stuff away. We need a ton of speed upgrades. So we need a whole bunch of speed upgrades. We're going to get 64 going. And when they're done, we'll get 64 stack upgrades as well. We don't need 64, not right this second, but we're going to get them anyway. So let's get some stack upgrades, because I want this shit to go fast. Alright, I want this to go like, gone. I want them to be fighting for it. Yeah? Right, so we're going to start at this end and work our way that way. So we're going to start here. So let's put 1 in there and 3 in there. And then we go on, right, so we're going to left, bottom, this one, and top, and then the right one, and then the back one. I think this is the most tricky part out of all of it. Because it's getting all of them. So like this one's done. So this one now, we'll start here, go there and there. We go to the back, which is there and there. Have a couple. We'll go to the bottom so that we don't miss it. We'll go to the top so that we don't forget it. Now we're going to go around the front, and then we got the one to the right. So we got this one. And this one. Now this, like I said, should give us an insane amount of importing ability. Now whether that is going to be enough, I don't know. I am betting that it will be enough for a long time. I genuinely don't think it will be easily overcome. Bearing in mind that 2 quarries, in fact actually 3 quarries, ran off of 1 of these. So we should be good. Right, so that's all those 3. And then we've got 2 more here, which we're going to start here with. But we need some more stacks upgrades. We'll get more stack upgrades. We do need a couple more, so let's get a few more. There we go. 2 more. Okay. And then we need some more speed upgrades, which we're going to get a stack of. Shouldn't take too long. So putting those speed upgrades inside the crafters has definitely helped to speed up the crafting process by, you know, by quite a bit actually. So yeah, I'm quite impressed. Right, 1 in there, in there. We need this one in there. We need to split that stack and put those in there. Then we'll go to the top so that we don't forget it. And then we don't need one on each of those, dickhead. Right, so the top one is done. The front one we're going to throw in. The left one we've done. The bottom one we've done. The right hand side there, and then that one. And then, so that should be all good. We've got this one here. Boom, boom. We'll go to the top one first, the bottom one next. We don't need all stack upgrades actually. See, if you put more than this, the reason why I'm splitting these up is because if you do put more, what generally tends to happen, if you shift right click, it will put the blank one in there. So those three are done. The one on the front will get done. The one here will also get done. And the one on the back is the last one for the moment. And it doesn't really matter which way they go in, but I'm going to keep them consistent. So that is all of the upgrades in place. Just do some random checking. Sweet. Okay, so that will give us a absolute ton of import storage, which is kind of cool. So we'll go over to this hole over here. There we go. And what we need to do is we need to find a way of moving these cables. So otherwise I've got to run all the way around, which I'm going to have to do anyway. We'll run all the way around anyway for this one. I mean, it's not really a big thing. As soon as we get over here, we should be able to see roughly this direction. There we go. There it is. So let's get some cables, which I've put away because I'm an idiot. And let's run those this way, like so. Probably either increase this floor, or I should have increased this floor, or alternatively I could have used networking. However, I'm only down here for one more section. So this section's all hooked up, that section's hooked up. This one is, we've got one more section over here, which I'm thinking may be Woot going through the floor. But yeah, we've got one more section here that needs to be hooked up. This looks wildly weird. I am kind of loving it though. So yeah, let's go and get some more lamps. We could do different lamps for different sections, but I really can't be bothered. So I'm kind of keeping with the main theme of just putting lights above things to sort of shine on them. So over here they were in complete darkness and they didn't look very cool. I think that looks pretty cool, especially when the lasers are going. I mean, when the lasers are going, that is really good. And you can see, look, oh, it's nighttime. That's the only reason I've done that middle section. It's because it's nighttime. Yeah, so it's not too bad. So we've got some really good stuff going here, and plus it also tells me how many imports we've got there, and how many things we've got over here, and how many we've got over there. So we've upgraded quite a bit. We have not upgraded the items, which is why the items and these ones are going down, because obviously as we're using quite a lot of resources to build this place, those resources, like, they're just dying. So yeah, but all of these now have speed upgrades. You know, current speed 225 times the base, which is nice. Everywhere you go there are little elevators, so you've got those sections which go up levels. You've got this one which goes up a half increment. So here is the underfloor for this level, and then obviously the underfloor for this level, the underfloor for that one, etc, etc, until you get to here and you see that I still haven't fixed this misstep. But what I'm thinking is that might not be a bad idea. So we've got this one. So this one here is the underfloor of this level, And then we've got this one, which is the underfloor of this level, right? So, does it really matter? I don't know. I'm thinking right now, not really. So, interestingly, we've got all of that done. So now what we need to do is, we could start the quarries, which I'm not going to, because that requires running around. That is kind of cool. I would like something that's, you know what would be really cool is if we change this column to some color that glowed, so that column at night was like a central thing. And then what I'll do is I'll put shaders on it, so it looks cool. Alright, well anyway, we're good with that. We don't actually need this. Oh, do we? I've completely forgot we had that in there. Oh look, that's where all my stuff went. I completely forgot I had that. Okay. We'll put that one back because we will not remember and leave it there. Anyway, right, so we got that blue bag anyway. We've got the builder we don't actually need anymore. So we can actually get rid of the builder now. We don't want to get rid of the torch yet. We will eventually get rid of the torch. We don't want to fall down the central column because that would be stupid. We don't need that. Yep. Okay. Maybe we do want to fall down the central column in a minute. This one here, we're going to put the builder in there. We're going to put the switch in there as well. We're going to jump down here and we're going to go and get the power. And we're also going to put that in the chest as well. So that, at least that way we can carry around shit and not have to worry. So that all basically stays together so that can then generate whatever other structure I want to sort of do. Right, so we're good here. Let's get rid of that and these. So we've got a little bit more room. I am not going to do more building right this second, so I'm going to put these away too. We are moving, not rebuilding, or not building again. Okay, where is my orby thing? There it is. Right, I think that possibly that could move, but I don't think it's that important right now. So I'm thinking, I loved the way that worked. That was absolutely brilliant the way that worked. So I'm thinking what we could do is actually get that, see that, yeah, that would be a good one to move as well. I'm thinking, there we go, I need this one here. So under here, I don't know if I showed you, but I've literally just left it. I literally just came in here, stole everything, and then pissed off and left it. Not the greatest thing, but you know, we've got like a secret base if we need it. So anybody that wants to comment on what we can do with that, let me know. I think what we're going to do though is go up here, and I think maybe start moving some of these machines, because these machines need to be moved, and they're not going to be on the very top tiers. So they're going to be more towards the bottom because they're more processing. They're just going to process masses of amounts of crap. Redstone furnace is up until there, basically. And I think there's another couple. So these are ultimate smelting factories, multi-serval presses. So we can quite happily move everything from here down, because this is all the same. Right. I know it probably doesn't seem like it, but trust me, they're all the same. Or at the very least, they should all be the same. So let's have a look at why these ones are stacking and why these are not. So let's have a look in here. We've got a reinforced +3 flux linkages. So how many have we got? We've got 4 of those plus 3. So yeah, okay. So flux linkages. So you know what? We're going to need more anyway. I was just going to get the right amount, but that just seems pointless. You know? Like we've got 3, 4 we need now, so we need another 3 more. But we are going to create more of the, more in the future. So what's the problem? We'll just, those, make that go very quickly. So we'll get rid of that one. There we go. Now that one will stack into there. So we should, as I said, we're going to upgrade where possible as we go. So this is not the fastest that they can be. However, upgrading all of them to resonant, probably not the wisest choice. Well, maybe it might be the wisest choice right now. But they stack. So we're going to keep them this way because they stack. It's literally it. The only reason I did that is because they stack. Right, we are going to definitely kill off this. Because this whole section, whatever we've got is whatever we use. There's no more, at the moment, there is no more going back. We are moving, and the more I keep building, the worse the bloody thing's going to get. Right, so if I break this, I get a crafter plus a pattern. Alright, if I break this one, I get a spare pattern. Where's the other pattern? Was there no pattern in that one? Because there are no patterns in some of these. Yeah, see, that one had 0. That one has 0. That one has 0. That one has 1. Okay, so these are stacking, but the rest of it, that's cool. Alright, so we should just be good for... Yep, there we go. Right, so we've got enough space there. And then these ones have stack upgrades, don't they? But they are... Do they have stack upgrades? They don't. What the hell? I think I've worked out what I'm going to do with mechanism as well. I'm going to dedicate an entire floor to mechanism. All the different sections. How cool will that be? Do I need to take this? Right, let's go get rid of this stuff first. Yeah. So we could have walked over and gone down and then back up, but we might as well just do it this way. Right, okay. So what floor are we going to put this stuff on? It's got to be near the bottom because we generally, like here, we could possibly put it maybe. Because we generally don't need it. Like, we don't mean to make changes, is what I'm thinking. Changes is not exactly what we need to do with this thing. We just need to get it in place. And I'm thinking rows of these going that way. So we will start off where our block is here. So we'll go into the floor here. I'm just trying to think now. Do I want the power and the importer running, or... So these are all items that could be made, right? So they have to be smelted, they have to be done, etc. Let us get 15 resonance. So let's get 15 of these. Because you know what? We are going to upgrade. We're going to leave that go. Right, so here we've got a hole in the floor. Now, that can be for one of two things. It can either be for power or it can be for refined storage. Now, which one? Right, so if I'm going to put... Let's work this out. Let's work it out in a nice kind of a way. So we can have rows and rows and rows of machines. However, I want to be able to walk between them. That's important. So, do I want the... You know what? I want the exporter on the back. Export or import, sorry. So export to the back, but importer on the back. Which makes everything quite simple because I can put the power in the floor. I've just broken the floor in the wrong place. Okay, maybe this isn't so simple. Maybe I'm just stupid. Right, look, here and here. So there's that. So power, power. Why am I doing power, power, power? What the hell did it... Oh, right there. Okay. Right, get rid of that, and fill that one in the floor. There we go. Now, if I drop down, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, so that should give us the ones for now. We will need some lamps, because at the moment I can't see, so I don't know how you guys are coping, but I can't actually see. So, yep, look, I didn't even realize that I'm not even above ground. Awesome. So let's get out of here and go over here, drop down, and then go straight back up and put one there. There we go. Right, so that gives us a little bit of light. Now we're going to place these every 2. Yeah, every 2 is cool, because we don't need them every single one. We know that we've got, you know, 15, 16 of these things. We'll just run them across. There we go. That would give us enough light. And it also shows us where we went wrong. So let's just knock out a couple more. There we go. All right, now let's put the power in. I'm just looking at the screen actually for OBS, and it's a lot easier for you to see. I might start using that screen. I might need to adjust my contrast settings. Right, anyway, so here we've got this. So if I drop down, we should now be able to put in the flux point right here. So that should power all of our little toys. What we're going to do is we're going to put all the redstone items down on here. So the good thing about these is there's an input, there's an output, and that literally is all that we need them to do. We need to be, you know, we need the crafters on the top. So we need the crafters going across here. And literally we just need to feed in from the top like we did before. But instead of feeding out the bottom, we're going to feed out the back. Because I want the crafters to be a bit more compact. So we can get rid of this, and I'm going to put a hole in the floor here, and I am literally just going to drop a cable if I have one, which I don't. So let's go get a cable. So yeah, there's the dropping of the cable, so we'll just put one down there. Perfect. And then we're going to put the importers on the back. We're also going to upgrade the importers, so they've got a ton, or some stack upgrades, etc. Not that they're actually needed for the, well, they are eventually going to be needed, but no, they're not needed right this second. But as I said, you know, if we're going to move it, we might as well upgrade it at the same time. Now let's get these things switched. There we go. That was much easier. Except for the ones that I fucked up. There we go. Okay, so now we can put, so we're going to have some spares, and we're going to start from this end, and we're literally just going to dump one in, one out, one in, one out. And as you can see, we're up to here, so that's cool. Put that in there, that one in there, and that one in there. Right, so we've got to here. So we've actually got some spares. Cool. All right, so current speed is only 1. We're going to need some stack upgrades, etc. Because I actually want to make sure that we are going to... Oh, hang on. I missed a redstone furnace. I did wonder why I've got 1 spare. Like, why would you have 1 spare? You wouldn't. Not if you were counting like I was. So we'll whack that in there. Done. Right, okay. Now we need the speed upgrades. So speed and stack upgrade. Stack upgrades, speed upgrades. We need some more of each. So we're going to get some more speed upgrades first. I don't know how many we need. 15 times, whatever. I'll just get a whole bunch and then we're good. Called not caring how many resources you're wasting. Although I have used an awful lot of gold. Like, I genuinely don't even know how I've still got gold left. Right, let's go put some of these upgrades in. And right, so 1. Oh yeah, you can't put speed upgrades in here. I forgot about that. You can, however, or you can't put stack upgrades. Sorry, you can put speed upgrades in. Cos is a sorter. I mean, it doesn't really go that fast. I mean, I don't have enough actually, I don't have enough resources to go what I would like to do, which is full netherite. I mean, every crafter as a netherite crafter would be insanely cool. But I genuinely do not have, right, so we've got 5 times on all of these. Yeah, I genuinely do not have enough. And that is insane to think that I don't have enough after the amount of bloody stuff I did have. Right, so let's get rid of one of them and put one of those in place. And then what we need to do... Now, do we go ahead and... Yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of these and put this in place now first. And then we can go back and configure. Because what we'll be doing is actually keeping the configuration screen open then. Did you get one? Yes, because you're eating power. So no power means no upgrade. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to do this because we can keep this window open or this tab open here. And then what we'll do is for the other ones, we should technically be able to open those as well. Have I really got one less? Did I have 16? Oh, that would be why I've got one of those spare. I need a resonant. Just one. Yeah, have those. We don't need those anymore. There we go. One more resonant to go into here. Perfect. Right, now we can close that. We can open this one, and then it's this one that we need. So shift and left click kills it, and on the back we just need 2 left clicks for an output. So shift left click kills it, 2 left clicks, done. Shift 2, and then we just need to do that all the way down the line. These are not actually the worst things to upgrade. I mean, it would be nice if you could copy. There probably is a way actually of copying the settings from one to another. I don't actually know what it is, so I'm doing this the hard way. But there's got to be a settings copier, right? I mean, that would be insanely cool if it was. If there isn't, if you're listening, settings copier would be nice. Alright, so that's that one. So we've got everything pointed to the output on the back of these. We've got these set to import on a blacklist. So we're going to give them a stack upgrade, and we're going to give them 3 speed upgrades each. So there we go, and we'll put some more in there. No, we won't. We'll put 1, 2, 3 there, and then we'll put... Oh, we need more stack upgrades. Right, so there we go. So that's that one. Then we've got a stack plus this. Bit of a pain in the ass, bit of a time-consuming process, but nonetheless, this is all upgrades. So we didn't have any upgrades in these machines to begin with, not to this extent anyway. So this should make... Well, it's not going to make my life easier at the moment because it's not making stuff. Come on, make stuff. Come on, make stuff. Is this blocked or is it just taking its time? It might be we've run out of resources for a certain... Yeah, look, see, look, cancel that. So we'll cancel these. Oh, yeah, okay, some of the things like glass is probably over here, I would have thought. Right, so we need to hook up the main cable So we are literally going to jump into the floor. I'm going to break that block there, and we're going to run this cable this way. So we're going to hook up this system just in case some of the things that we're looking for is actually in part of this system. So let's break this block as well and get up to the surface. Come on. There we go. That's better. Alright, where's the black concrete? We need the black concrete. No, we need the black concrete, not the bloody thing. Alright, there we go. Bump, bump, done. Okay. None of the machines are needed. Right, so what's the problem? I know what the problem is. The rest of the machines back in the thing are not connected to the ME system, so they're not going to make any more upgrades for us. So let's go back in here and cancel everything, and then, right, so here we're good. We've got our speed upgrades. We haven't got all of the speed upgrades in the back, so we haven't got all the stack upgrades, etc. Not really a massive issue right now. We need another importer for you. There we go. Right, so that line is now complete. So what we need to do is go back and grab the other lines. So if we go down the middle one, like so, up and over. No, let me out. Up and over, and then up. There we go. Okay, so yeah, the issue that we've got is this is now a defunct line. So everything that was being powered and everything that was being, you know, refined, like, there we go. Look, there's no hookup to the top. So therefore it's not going to process any of the stuff that we want it to process. So if you look at that, we don't need that. We kind of need eventually. This one is what? Okay, so this one is dry rubber. So we're going to leave that one for now. This one is all those. We don't need those. We will need that. We will need that. Yeah, we need these ones. Look, see? So each one of these is now going to get its own. So we're going to make a couple more of these. This one's an elite. This one's an ultimate. So we need 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3 more elites. Now, will we be able to do elites? Oh, no, not elites. Sorry, ultimates. Can we do some ultimate smeltings? We can, I think. Don't know. Let's yeah, let's go back down this way and then have a look, and we should see that there's a whole bunch of stuff. There we go. Yeah, so there's a whole load of stuff being kicked off over there, so that's not too bad. So we might actually be able to do the ultimates here. We'll just transfer the stuff across. So these ones keep their settings anyway, so I'm quite happy with that. But there we go, look at that, ultimate. So let's change this to really perk tool. Good point. Went across to a new computer. Yep, went across to a new computer, so do that, and that's V. Ready? That's not V. Cycle mode forward. Okay. Where is it? It's not our tools. Oh, what is it? What are you? Thermal. Flux bore. Oh. Sure it was that. Focus, go to next. Integrate terminals, light overlay. Boost, chest, feet, legs, blah 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 blah. Mining gadget settings. Extra tooltip. Toggle magnet is on. It's got to be something. I will find it for next time, and we'll get the thing sorted. Yeah, that would be trying to sort out. That's G as well, isn't it? Yeah, for the controls for. That stuff, but yeah, alright, so I will find that anyway. What I'm going to do is, you're not going to want to see all of these. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to create these ultimate machines. So any machine that is not an ultimate machine will essentially be upgraded. So the ones that we've got, like these ones here, that one is not an ultimate machine, right? So let's get rid of some of this because, yeah, because we're not going to need it anymore. So let's just get rid of it. So yeah, so these machines here are not ultimates, so I'm going to swap these out for ultimates. That one it is, so we can keep it. This one here is an, so I'm going to get the ultimate version of this. This one's the elite smelting factory. So what I will do is swap that out with an ultimate and then use that one to create another ultimate. So we're going to have a few more of these, because what I want ultimately to have is a whole bunch of these, but with, you know, the patterns one each. So you get one each, except for the stuff that is a pain in the arse to wait for. So we know for a fact that when we're going to do these ultimate refined storage drives, we need a ton of glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create maybe 4 machines just dedicated to glass, so that when we knock something out, you know, and we need a lot of it, it will just give us that little bit more. And these ones here will work like, the only reason that these ones are actually ultimate smelting factories in the first place is because whenever we request something, it's always a lot of those items. So what I might do is actually double up on these, so that we'll have 2 ultimate smelteries doing nether quartz, and we'll do 2. I mean, look at this. This is run out of power. That's why that's not. Let me get a flux plug. Flux. Is it a point or a plug? I don't know. Provides energy. So it's one of those. Right. Let's go down here and just cut through here. Right. Where's the power coming from here? The power is coming on the back. Okay, so You know what? I'm just going to move them. Screw it. They're going to keep their inventories anyway. So, yeah, we'll just move them. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that between episodes. You don't need to see it. You've seen me move machines. It's not, fun. So, I'm going to move these, upgrade these, and then what we'll do is next episode I'll come back and I'll show you exactly what I've done and what I've upgraded and how I've set things up. Because I want them in distinct areas, distinct lines. So we're going to have a whole bunch of smelters, we're going to have a bunch of enrichment factories, we're going to have a bunch of multi-servos, etc, etc. So that should be quite cool. So we'll get all that done before next time. If you got to this point in the video, well done. My videos are they're not short. I am trying. This time I'm going to be trying to cut these videos down, which is, I'm quite conscious of the time right now, but I'm still talking. Yeah, nice. Anyway, that's it for this episode. We're going to wrap it up there. I will move all these machines, and then when we come back, that's what you will see, and then we can decide on what we're going to actually move going forward. I would like to move mechanism, but mechanism is going to have a whole floor to itself, so I'm not sure. This is not mechanism. I might be using the mechanism tools, but these are patterns that are for stuff that is not mechanism, so this isn't part of the mechanism family as such. That's why they're going to be treated differently, but everything on that side of the room and underneath is all mechanism, and we're going to try and make it so that our ultimate tier of mechanism and generating 5 times the ore is going to be running constantly. That's going to be the plan for moving it and upgrading it. However, right now, stop talking, disappear. Thank you very much for watching. You've been awesome. I've been Satosis. Laters.